Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Florida Gators and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. There he goes. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Turns on the Jets. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Finds a crease. It's Clark. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sees an alley. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Gets the back moving. Sellers. Left side is Clark. At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the return, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Jones to throw. Right side, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harbor. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback. Enough to move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Second and long here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The run inside. It's Clark. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 1st down from their own 22. Here's Sellers to throw. Going long. offense set up at the 27. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Throwing, Sellers. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jones wants to throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll give it to Ball. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide left, it's Ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Look out. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Nice play to knock that one down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Hunt. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Black 14. Move.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Stay. Win. Copper. Shift.
Here's Sellers to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Ready. Blue 30. Stack. Hawkeye.
They'll send the back in motion. Again, it's Sellers. Rush right in his face. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a deep man. And It's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He wants to take the top off. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Jones to throw. Under pressure. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Ole Miss Rebels.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got an alley. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the wide. Got it, looking for a first. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Ball again. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Here's a give the ball. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Pulls it on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Clark. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Runs through the tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play.
Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing them is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do, and right there, misfire on the pass, and this defense now sets their offense up with good field position.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on! They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period. Cuts it upfield. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to the well. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative. They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Bridge. Kill. 496 tsunami.
4th down, Sellers. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Wow, and that was just a bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Win. Colt. Magic. Go.
Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Ready? Black 14. Black 14.
Making the adjustment. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Clark. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Clark. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it! And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jones to throw. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burns are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball.
And this offense has got to get something, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Here's Jaden one more time. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You've got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gators. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sellers. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun.
Here we go. Ninja.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA